hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. Well, it was the Golden State Warriors in their last game, a loss to the New Orleans Pelicans. And guys, they were in that one to the very end. They just couldn't put it together in the last few minutes. They lost by just 2 points.
And the fact they still had a chance to win that game, I find to be somewhat amazing, because it was clearly an off night for most of their guys.
Yet, despite that, it was close enough that they didn't need a perfect game from everybody. A hot hand or a bounce here or there might have gotten them over the hump.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, on the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Curry in at the point guard position. Here's Curry, following the basket by Dwight Howard. Green kicks to Iguodala. Good D by Ariza. Harden outside. Screen by Howard. It's Harden with the drive. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Harden's got his first points of the night. Curry. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot?
Big time! Big time!
Incredible!
3 points at the buzzer.
Definitely an answer to prayer there.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Warriors on top, up 1. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Dwight Howard, a lightning rod figure around the league, subject to a lot. It's an interesting concept that Dwight has to take something very seriously in order to have fun. He does say he has a burning passion to win a championship. He's been in the finals, and this is a guy that's got still a lot to shoot for, he feels, in his career.
That's a great point, Kevin. And the challenge for Dwight is how to balance how serious he is and how passionate he is with having that fun on the court that he's after.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
It's been about the effort. Love the hustle they've shown here in the first.
Yeah, it's due to their hustle, as you said, Greg, and it's showing up on the scoreboard, too.
Brewer is out there with Jones. Then it's Harden. Then it's Lawson. And it's Capella in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. That's good.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Rockets on defense. 4-point game. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season, coming up short.
Yeah, a bitter pill to swallow, too. I mean, when you face that team again, that's always, not just in the back of your head, it's in the front of your mind, too. Getting a win would be some kind of consolation.
And the first half comes to a conclusion.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Just a quality performance, and you know, we do expect to see that from him, and he's always setting the bar high for himself, and sometimes I think we just kind of get numb to how good this guy really is.
And Greg, you know how it was as the marked man when you were playing on great teams in your past. It's hard to perform when everybody's locked in on you. To be able to play like he has when you have a reputation of being the guy, that's impressive.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for James Harden. And he sinks the second. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Inside, here's Howard. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Warriors leading by 3. Outside Curry. Green, the screen. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. Iguodala's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. And here's Thornton outside. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached the end of the third. The Warriors on top. They're up by 6. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. And so here is Golden State. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Ariza and Jones at the small and power forward. Harden out there with Lawson. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Timeout called, the Rockets. They trail by 8. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lawson kicks to Harden. That is good.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Curry passes to Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
Here's Harden, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
To the paint, here's Bogut. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're losing by 8. 27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get it back. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Denver Nuggets. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of surge.
So we see the Warriors